When was the next time you came to the Anthony home?
I went down several weekends, but not every weekend. You know, when I say weekends, it's usually Friday or Saturday, because again, that's usually when the was the most unruly people were there, I guess.
Were you working other cases during this period of time?
Probably. Well, I'm saying probably, yeah.
And so class action would have a record of those cases that you were working?
Sure.
How much time elapsed from the time you first went down there on that Friday night to the first time you physically met Dominic Casey?
I'm going to guess, and again, it's just a guess, I'm going to guess 3 weeks. I'd say 3 weekends, possibly on the third or fourth weekend.
Is this August or September?
It was either the last week in August or probably the first, probably August, probably last week in August maybe, or probably last week in August.
During this whole period of time, had you been having conversations with Dominic Casey before you physically met him other than those first couple that first week?
Just phone conversations. Just and again, just are you going down this weekend? I think there's going to be a lot of people there. And pretty much it.
Now, was it your understanding that he was being paid by the Anthonys?
At that time, I didn't know anything about Dominic. Okay. Yeah, during that period of time. I know he'd been hired by them. I didn't know, anything. I don't ask people how much money to make, who's paying you. That's, that's not none of my business.
But your understanding was you were doing volunteer work, correct?
Yes, sir.
But your understanding was he was a paid private investigator.
I understand that he had been hired by them.
Yeah. When you're hired, you're paid. Hopefully.
Well, hopefully.
What's your relationship with Dominic? We'll get back more. Are you and Dominic friends today?
I have nothing to say about Dominic. I think he was probably a pretty good investigator. I don't know what to say.
Are y'all friends?
We were associates.
When was the last time you talked to him?
Gosh. Either late December or let me think. Sometime in December.
So you haven't spoke to him all this year?
All this year? No. No.
2009?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, there's I didn't go down there. I never worked for him. Why? There's nothing to say.
Nothing. Okay. So y'all didn't build up any kind of friendship where you call him up and say, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?"
No. The only time we never worked any cases together. We spent time at the house together, and then subsequently at the Ritz-Carlton. Later with George and Cindy.
All right. When you finally met with Dominic, was it a planned meeting or a happen chance meeting?
It was planned. It was planned.
And who planned it?
Well, I don't know if I called him or he called me. He just said he was going to be down there that particular evening, and we would get to meet. I said, okay, that's great. And I went down there, and he was there.
And where'd you meet?
He was at the house already.
Okay. Did you go inside the house?
Not that night, no, sir.
Okay. Where'd you all talk that first night?
Outside the house.
Okay.
We primarily stayed in front of the house, the sidewalk area. It was actually a lot of times in the driveway.
What'd you all talk about?
Family, friends, cases, pretty much.
Did you discuss this case?
Did we discuss this case? He had told me about some interviews he had with some of the characters or principals in the case, I guess.
Who?
He told me he had talked to, I think, Tony Lazzaro and...
Who was Tony Lazzaro?
Just one of the people, one of Casey's ex-boyfriends, I believe.
Okay.
And just that group of people that you've seen on TV.
Right.
Again, I can't verify he did this. He told me to talk to him.
Of course.
Yeah. And other people, in the case.
Did you talk to him about, what he thought had happened?
Did I ask him? Yeah.
What did he think happened?
I think that's probably a question you should probably ask him.
I'm asking you
because I think it probably changed. Actually, okay. Initially, I think he told me that again, going back 6 months or so. I think initially he thought that he believed Casey. He claims he was looking for Kaylee, And then he believed that she was alive, and he was tracking down leads, and and that was
Does he believe Casey today?
Again, that I don't know.
You said then when you answered that question, you said then he believed Casey, as if
In the past.
today.
Well, today I wouldn't know because I haven't talked to him.
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm talking 6
Was
months
there ever a
past.
time during the whole time you were with him that he ever said to you, Casey's lying?
Well, I mean, we had talked about the conversation she had with the police on the first day. Going out to Universal and that sort of thing. I mean, it's obvious she lied.
Okay. Did y'all ever say to each other, this girl is involved in the disappearance of her child?
No, I think truthfully that he actually believed that Kaylee was alive up till a certain time.
When do you think he stopped believing that?
I can only speak for the day that he told me that we were going to be looking for her body in the wooded area.
Okay. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
So you had this conversation with him outside.
Mm-hmm.
Did you then say, I'm here to offer my services?
Well, I'd done that previously.
Or did you say it again?
No, wouldn't have to.
Were you hoping that he was going to take you up on that offer?
He already had.
But you hadn't done anything.
Let's do this again. Okay, I had been going down there for a couple weekends, 2 or 3 weekends.
Oh.
Okay, and then the 3rd or 4th weekend I went down and he was there.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm talking about in the role of a private investigator.
I didn't work as a private investigator.
Okay. Your whole role here was?
Private citizen down there.
Okay. And what, did he ask you to do anything?
Just basically, help keep the people away from the Anthonys and the house.
Okay. And then,
and take turns, go get food, things like that, of course.
would you run and get food for everybody inside?
No.
You just said take turns getting food.
Well, I mean, sometimes, we're going to eat, certainly. Just one of us will go get a pizza or get some food somewhere and bring back, we share.
For who?
For ourselves.
Who's ourselves?
Dominic and myself.
To eat pizza out, would y'all eat out in front of the house or in the car?
Usually he had his truck parked there and we ate back there.
Parked where?
In the driveway.
Okay. Was he allowed in the home?
Sure.
Were you allowed in the home?
I've been in the home.
So that night was the first night you met him. It's either a Saturday or Friday in August.
I'm pretty sure it was a Friday.
In August or September.
Yeah, late August or probably late August.
Okay. Did you come back the next day?
If that was a Friday, I'd probably come back the next day. If it was a Saturday, I probably did not.
Okay. And same routine the next day?
Well, again, I'll say it again. If it was a Friday, I would come back the next day. If it was a Saturday, I probably would not.
Right. How many times do you think in this whole process that you drove from your home to the Anthony house?
Oh, gosh. I think if I take August,